In this video, I'm going to demonstrate one of the most unique and powerful features of our retirement planner. This feature is called Generate Ideas. Here the program will look over the retirement plan and actually come up with scenarios for you. The program will move the retirement age up and down and show you how this impacts when you will run out of money and what the value of the investment portfolio will be at retirement. You will see these outputs both in a table and in a nicely laid out graph. The program will then move the amount you save up and down and show you how this impacts your plan. Lastly, you will see what happens when the program changes the amount you spend in retirement. Let's see how this works. I've already come up with a retirement plan for John and Jane Doe, but John and Jane don't like the final results they see. Namely, that John will run out of money when he's 114 years old, and they will run out of money when Jane is 108. They aren't sure where to begin in changing this situation. A great place to start is the Generate Ideas section. The first thing we see when we go to Generate Ideas is what happens to John and Jane's plan when John's retirement age changes by various amounts. We see the outputs in a nicely summarized table first. We then see the outputs in two graphs below that give us a good picture of how changing John's retirement age impacts their plan. Also note that above the graph is a detailed description of what is happening here. Looking at the table, we can see that if John postpones his retirement by 2 years, this couple will push out the year when they run out of money by 4 years. They will also have about $200,000 more in their retirement portfolio. If we scroll down, we can see how changing Jane's retirement age impacts the overall retirement plan. If we scroll down further, we can see how changing both John and Jane's retirement age impacts the plan. Let's now take a look at the Generate Ideas section where the program changes the amount you save annually. The table starts out by showing us the outcome if this couple does not change their savings at all. We then see how increasing the amount they save annually in various increments will impact how much money they will have at retirement and when their money will run out. Note that the amount of increased savings is placed into all their investments proportionally based on how large the investments are today. We can see in the table that if John and Jane increase their savings by just $550 annually starting today, they will push out the year in which they run out of money by 4 years. They will also have nearly $200,000 more at retirement. Let's now take a look at the scenarios the program generated for how much money this couple spends in retirement. We once again can view the base case where John and Jane don't change anything. We can also view when their money runs out of retirement given various percentage reductions in their spending. For example, if they cut their annual spending by 5% in retirement, they will push out the year they run out of money by 6 years. It's also important to point out that we can view how their situation changes when they increase their spending. This is good for those who aren't quite sure what they're going to spend in their retirement years. We also once again show a nice graphical representation below of how changing spending impacts their retirement plan. From the Generate Ideas section, most users like to head over to the Scenarios section and fine-tune what the program has started for them. They may want to combine ideas such as increasing their retirement age, changing spending habits, and saving more money. Using scenarios, they can change these variables in isolation or all at once. It is the perfect way to come up with a solution to most retirement roadblocks. For more information on the Scenarios feature, I recommend you watch the video demo on Scenarios. Thanks for watching the demo.